All right, as I said, we'll be working with the energy of the waning crescent moon. So we're going to be doing a lot of releasing tonight, and we'll be doing some extra twisting to release toxins and just get rid of stuff. So let's find mountain pose now on the mat. Okay, get those feet grounded. Lift the toes, spread them out, bring them back down in good contact with the mat. Having the hips over the ankles, shoulders over hips, ears over shoulders, and rolling the palms forward, open the heart, and just breathe here. So we're just going to let the breath settle and smooth out. All right, now notice how your energy is in your space, just with those few calming breaths. Bring your hands to your heart, and in the spirit of release, think about something that you want to let go of, big, small, short period of time, or forever. Now inhale your fingertips up toward the sky, lengthening the body. As you inhale up, turn your palms out, and as you exhale, let go of whatever it is that you're releasing. And then circle your hands back to your heart. Exhale. Inhale your fingertips up, palms out, release again. And circle your hands back to your heart. So that created a little space. So think about something that you might want to bring in or enhance in your life. Drop your hands to your sides, palms out. Inhale, energy up. Capture that energy in between your palms and bring that energy to your heart. Feed your intention. Hands down by your side one more time. Draw up energy and draw it to your heart. Feed your intention. And let's shake things out. We're going to take the feet a little wider than hip width distance apart. And make sure those knees and hips are ready for action here. The shoulders, arms moving back and forth. All right, so you can leave your feet just how they are. And so we were just doing release and bring in, and we'll do the same thing in our cats and cows. So we're going to take the right hand to the left shoulder, left hand to the right, okay, and round forward. And then as you open, think about releasing as you come into cow. And then capture what you want to bring in. Take your left hand first, then your right round into your cat. And open cow, releasing. This time the right hand goes first. Cat, releasing into cow, and left hand first for cat, gathering and open, release. And that's all we're doing. So let's just keep on. Right hand first and release, and left hand gather and release. And one more time each way. Gather and release, and bring it up and shake things out. All right, inhale and exhale. So we're going to bring the feet now hip width distance apart, keep the feet grounded, and work from the waist up, basically taking the ribs away from the hips. Bring your arms up. So we're going to do some standing crescent poses. Interlace your fingers and point your index fingers up toward the sky. So if your shoulders are up making earrings, relax. And let's just go crescent left and right. The lower body is staying nice and steady. Left and right. Crescent. So to quote a soon-to-be famous song, find your flow here. Anybody hear that? Yes, thank you, Jan. Side to side, find your flow. I was just listening to it. And let's take it over to the left and hold. Now release your arms, press up with the right fingertips, down with the left. Gaze up towards your right fingertips. Take your gaze down to the left, back up to the right. Come on up, interlace, over to the right. Release those arms. Gaze up left, down right, back up left, hands up. Now take your feet wider, almost as wide as mat with distance even, and just melt down and up. Just releasing here into some nice releasing forward folds. Let everything be gentle and soft here. And the next time you're down, just take it into a rag doll. Now remember, anytime you fold, you might be folding with your head higher than your heart, or in line with your hips, or lower. You find your way. Ragdoll it out. Nod your head yes and no, and come back to yes. And then bring your hands to your thighs. Come halfway up, take a breath. Press through the legs, come the rest of the way up. Now inhale those arms up, touch your palms, and step your feet together as you bring your hands to your heart. Okay, so now we're in a kind of single leg mountain pose here. And just breathe. Inhale and exhale. And shake it out. All right, so we're going to take those feet now mat width distance apart with the toes turned out and work on some twisting. Okay, we're going to be gentle with our twisting here, just reaching side to side. Let the heels lift as you go. And then maybe you start taking it a little closer down, down toward the earth, and come back up to center. And then reach to the sky, reach, reach. And then come back, center. And eventually come back, slow it down, and just heel toe those feet back to mountain pose. And just notice, which mountain pose did you pick? Did you pick hip width distance with the feet? Did you pick your feet touching? Just stay in whichever one you landed in and breathe. All right, shake it out. So I mentioned we're going to do high crescent lunge. It's a balancing pose. We'll be taking it to airplane and also possibly to warrior three, right? This is all up to you, but we're going to be starting at the back of the mat. For this, the feet are hip width distance apart. Okay, so again, if you want to be near a wall or have something to steady you, that's always a great idea. Back of the mat. We're going to take a giant step forward with the right foot. Lift that left heel, bend the right knee. Knee is over the ankle here. We're facing forward. And we're going to extend the arms by the ears, lengthen the spine. So bring your whole body forward. Okay, right now our drishti is 6 feet diagonal ahead of us because we're tilted forward. Now we're going to start coming up. Lift those arms and not dump into the lower back, right? We're staying nice and long here. Inhale and exhale. Now for the release, we inhale, exhale, arms back. There's that tilt to the body again, right? Core is engaged. Inhale up, exhale back. You might want to exhale through your mouth sometimes for even more release. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and let's bring the arms up and step back. Okay, we'll be taking that farther, but I just wanted to work on that first. Let's go left foot, giant step forward, right heel is lifted, left knee over the left ankle, arms by the ears. First, we engage that core, come into a nice diagonal, keep the arms by the ears and lift with a long spine. Inhale. Now exhale, arms back. Inhale, exhale, inhale, arms back, inhale, arms back. Now inhale and step back. That might be the most challenging part. It's certainly challenging to step back from that, isn't it? All right, so we're going to step forward now with the right and come into a high crescent lunge on the right. So let's just step forward, nice and graceful, back heel lifts, arms up, long spine. This time we're going to take it to airplane. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale back. Inhale, exhale back, inhale, exhale back. Now stay here, fix your gaze 6 feet diagonal ahead of you, and to your comfort level, lift your back leg, airplane. If you're feeling balanced here, you might go for warrior 3 with your arms by your ears. Then bring your back leg down and step back. All righty, let's step forward with the other leg now, your left leg. Step forward, high crescent lunge. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, take it up. Exhale back, take it up. Exhale back, stay here now and decide if you're coming into airplane. You can leave those toes on the mat if that's you tonight, or lift your back leg, or maybe you're holding on. And if you're comfortable here, maybe you take it to warrior 3. Step back to high crescent lunge and then come back to the back of your mat. Whew, and shake it out. All right. Dare we try that again? Let's do it just one more time, okay? All right, so we're going to take a nice big step forward. High crescent lunge, your back heel is lifted. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, release, inhale, arms back. Now, if you're going into airplane, lift your back leg, the left leg. And if you're going into warrior 3, arms by the ears. And bring your back leg down and step back. One more side to go and we'll be done with this. Left leg is forward, right heel is lifted. High crescent lunge, inhale. Exhale, arms back. Inhale, arms back. Inhale, let it go. Inhale, arms back, stay here, airplane. Warrior 3 option. Step back, back of the mat, and shake it out. Whew. Some days are more of a struggle than others. Today was a struggle for me. All right, so let's come to a nice mountain pose here and breathe. We're headed down to the mat. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Take a half lift, fingertips down. Walk forward to a plank. And then come into downward facing dog. Okay, so readjust your hands and feet if you need to for a great downward facing dog here. Bend one knee and then the other, pressing one heel and then the other. Press one heel down and hold. Press the other heel down and hold. Press both heels down and hold. All right, we're bringing the knees down and finding seated mountain pose. So we want to make sure those hips are nice and grounded, right? Whether you're on the mat or a chair, it's the hips, shoulders over the hips, the legs are long with the feet flexed. If you're on a chair, then the ankles are right under the knees. Turn your palms out. Inhale energy, capture it, and draw it to your heart. And just take a couple of breaths here. And rest here and then shake things out. Inhale and exhale. All right. If you have, I just thought about it. If you have a block handy, go ahead and grab your block. If you don't, I'll tell you why we're using the block, and then you can just do it without the block. Okay? So if you have a block nearby, grab a block and put it in between your thighs. The purpose of the block is to keep the legs from falling open when we come into our core work, right? So if you don't have a block, then just make sure you're not dropping your legs open when we do our core work, okay? All right, so we're going to sit up nice and tall, bring the hands to the heart. For this, we keep the spine long. We take it back. We take the right arm out, in, left arm out, in, both arms out, in, and come up. Take it back. It's left arm out, in, right arm out, in, both arms out, in, and come up. Okay, everybody good with that? Ready to move on? We'll do one more set with the block and then we'll remove the block. Okay, hands to the heart here. It's not going to be the exact same set though, so take it back and let's do double arms 4 times. Out, in, out, in, 3, in, and 4, in, and release. Shake it out. All right, so on a chair, you're at the edge of your chair and you're leaning back as much as you can to engage that core, okay? Not just sitting completely upright, but lean back. Now remove the block if you've been using it. Remember how those legs didn't fly open when we move the arms. And let's get to getting. We'll start with single, single, double. Take it back. It's right, in, left, in, double, in, come up. Take it back. It's left, in, right, in, double, in, come up. That's the move. Now, some of you want to add legs, so let's do that. Okay, let's take it back. Take the right arm out, right leg up, in, left arm, left leg, out, in, 2 arms, 2 legs, in, and up. Take it back. It's left, in, right, in, double, in, come up, shake it out. All right, if the double legs doesn't work, you can do single legs. If legs don't work at all, you can do what we've been doing. But your core is getting a great workout either way, okay? All right, so just follow along. We have it now. Take it back. It's right, in, left, in, double, in, hold here. Don't come up. It's left, in, right, in, double, in, come up. Whew, all right. We've got one more set like this to do. We're just going to do the same thing we just did, but starting on the left. Take it back. It's left, in, right, in, double, in, stay here. It's right, in, left, in, double, in, come up, woo, and shake it out. Inhale and exhale. All right, so you guys know what's coming next with the obliques. If you have a block, grab it again. Once again, we're just training the legs, so you can do this with or without a block. We just don't want the legs to flop open. So sit up nice and tall, 2 hands to the heart, twist it to the right, up, left, up, right. Now open those arms, hands to heart, up, left, open the arms, hands to heart and up, right, open, in, left, open, and in. All right, let's take the block out, see if the legs will behave without the block. Sit up, we're just gonna go right, left 4 times, okay? So let's take it right, up, left, up, that was 1, right, up, left, up, 2, right, up, good, left, up, and last one, right, up, and left, up, and shake it out. Whew. All righty. Inhale and exhale. All right, so we're going to do some opening for the psoas here. So this is the one where we reach around, find the ankle, right? Now you can do this standing at a wall or with your hands on a chair. And our goal is to open the front hip flexor. So if you're, let's say my hands were on a chair, you can do it like this, down and up. Okay, we're going to, from a seated position, be approaching it a little differently. Okay, so get your initial position, hands on the back of a chair, the wall, or you're sitting on the mat. If you're on the mat, your right shin is parallel to the front of the mat. Take your left ankle in your left hand. You can always use a strap if you want to lengthen your arm in any way. And let's take that left leg forward and back. So we're just going in opposite. Yeah. So you can either hold on to your ankle and do this, or do exactly what you're doing, Tammy. That looks great. Or do an up and down. There's so many ways to approach this. So that looks really good. All right, now let's go ahead and take that left leg back, release the ankle so that the leg, your left thigh is parallel to the front of the mat. Okay, so let's see if you're standing. Go ahead and do those up and down moves that I showed you earlier. Take your hands in front of your leg with the arms pretty wide and melt over your right leg. All right, come on up. And here's where we're going to go up. Slide that left leg back, tuck the toes, and we lift, press the heel back and lower. Press the heel back and lower. You can do this from standing as well. Press the heel back and lower. Heel back and lower. All right. Okay. Now go ahead and bring your knee down. Sit off. We're going to stay here and come into pigeon. So on the mat, you're going to keep your back leg behind and come into pigeon here. Okay. And just do some stretching of this front hip flexor with the chair. Now walk your hands back in, sit off to the side. Your left leg is out to the left. Okay. Left palm is up, right arm is up. Go ahead and sit on the chair for this or come back to your mat and tilt over to the left. So now we've taken the stretch to the inner thigh here, inner left thigh. And come on up. Now take your left hand outside of your right thigh. Take the right arm up, hold on to that right leg and tilt over your left leg. Just getting a nice little stretch in this inner thigh. And release. Okay, we're going to take the left leg in front of the right. Bring the hands in front, inhale, and walk the hands forward. Walk your hands in and over to the right. So melt over your right leg. Yes, and take your hands center. Good. And walk forward one more time. And bring it in. So now leave your left shin parallel to the front of the mat the way it is. Take your right ankle in your right hand or strap around it. Stand up and go forward and back. Now the right leg stays back. Your right thigh is parallel to the front of the mat. Turn and face your left leg. Bring your hands in front of your left leg and melt. Okay, we're going to spin up here. Take that leg back. So if you are using a chair right now, go ahead and sit in the chair and do a seated pigeon. So you're going to cross your left ankle over your right thigh and come into pigeon that way. Okay, and we're going to tuck the back toes, lift that back knee, draw it down, lift, draw it down. It could be hovering from the mat or gently touching down, but we're not smashing it. And draw it down and then come into pigeon. Okay, so you're either in seated pigeon or in king pigeon here, Rajakapotanasana. Now sit off to the side. Extend your right leg out. Right palm is face up, so we're not pressing into the leg with it. Okay, and left arm up and slide the hand down the leg. And come on up. Now your right hand comes outside of your left leg. Left arm is up and tilt. And come back to center. Now draw your right leg in front of your left. Hands in front of your right shin. Walk forward. Notice where you're feeling a release. In this case, most likely, it's the right glute. Walk your hands in and over to the left. And walk your hands back to center. Inhale, exhale, melt forward. Walk your hands forward. And walk your hands in. Come on up. Extend those legs and give them a nice little shake here. Inhale and exhale. All right, we're going to just come to hands and knees for just a moment here. And then find child's pose. So in child's pose, we want the head supported, whether you're resting your forehead on your hands or on the mat or even a block, but that head is supported in child's pose. And let's take this to a downward facing dog. Nice extension throughout the dog. Heels pressing toward the mat so the backs of the legs are nice and long. Spine is nice and long. Take a couple of settling breaths here. And then take a journey that brings your feet to your hands. When you get there, take a half lift, forward fold, press through the feet, float the arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come heart center. And let's shake things out. All right. Inhale and exhale here. Move it around a little bit. We're going to move into sun salutations. Our first round, which will start with the right leg back, we'll do low crescent lunge. We'll also be adding a couple of twists. So make sure you have padding for your knees. And our second round will be optional high crescent lunge, which we've just been working on, right? Okay. So we'll meet at the top of the mat in mountain pose here. Get everything aligned. Inhale, float those arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Take a half lift. Fingertips down. Step back, right leg. Stay here in this lunge. The left knee over the left ankle. Right hand to the mat. Twist. Open to the left. Left hand down, right knee down. Low crescent lunge. Now bring your hands to your heart as you exhale. Extend your spine, lengthen as you inhale. Keep your hands at heart center and twist to the left. Maybe your right elbow is going to find your left thigh. Maybe it's not. You just do you. Unwind, hands down, high or low plank. Knees are up or down. As long as your spine is long and strong, that's what we're looking for. And chaturanga, take it down, low and slow, down, down, down. All right, let's do a nice sphinx here. Take your elbows under your shoulders. Forearms and palms of the hands are on the mat and shine your heart forward. Look straight ahead. We're not looking up, looking straight ahead. Feel that nice stretch all the way to the belly button, down the whole front of the body. And release. Find downward facing dog. So find all 4 points of contact in your down dog. Find the length in your down dog. Find ease. Take your right leg up, take a big step forward, left knee down. You might need to adjust your legs. For a low crescent lunge, we want that left knee behind the hip. Low crescent lunge. Hands down. Now tuck your back toes, left hand stays down. Lift your back knee, open to the right. Right hand down, big step forward. Half lift, forward fold. Float the arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come heart center. Okay, so this round, you could do the knee down crescent lunge again if you want, or knee up crescent lunge. The high crescent lunge is a tricky balance, so just be careful with it. If you're in high crescent lunge and you start to feel very wobbly, just bring your back heel down. That should stabilize you okay. You can always be near a wall or a chair as well. Or you can just stay with low crescent lunge if you're loving that. Come to the top of the mat. Breathe. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Take a half lift. Fingertips down. Now step back with the left leg. Stay here. Left hand down, open to the right. Right knee's over the right ankle. Bring your right hand down. We're coming up into crescent lunge. So one of the things you can do, because we're keeping the back heel lifted, is bring both hands to your thigh and then lift into high crescent lunge. I need that tonight. Or you could just float your hands up if you're in a position to do that. All right, hands down, everybody. High or low plank, knees up or down. Chaturanga. Well, let's go into that Sphinx again. Elbows under the shoulders, forearms. Shine your heart forward. That should open the whole front body there. And let's release. We're going to release the spine for a moment. Make a pillow with your hands. Rest your forehead, bend those knees, and let your legs wave side to side. And then come back to center. So we're going to be lifting into down dog. So you can go table to dog if you want. You can practice your power lift. If you're power lifting, your hands are under your shoulders, your gaze is toward the earth, and you, with a long spine, press up either into knee down or knee up plank. Press up some more, hips back, adjust your feet, and you're in down dog. Inhale and exhale, just another way to get there. And we are resting in this downward facing dog, aren't we? This is a tough practice. All right, let's take that left leg up. Take a big step forward. Again, you can bring your back knee down for low crescent lunge. You can bring hands to the thighs and then come into high crescent lunge. Or you can float up, high crescent lunge. Bring your hands down, right hand stays down, open to the left. Left hand down, step forward with your right foot, half lift, forward fold, and float the arms out and up, palms touch. Woo, and hands come heart center. And shake it out. All right, so we're just going to come into a couple of forward folds here to be restful and stretching. So they'll be wide-legged forward folds, so turn yourself wide on the mat. The first one will be done with the toes facing forward, okay? So we're wide. Put your index fingers in your hip creases. Try and keep those hips over the ankles. Fold forward to where you feel like you should stop. Again, your head might be higher, might be lower, and then if those hands, the hands touch the legs somewhere. If you're higher, they'll be on the thighs, maybe the shins, maybe your hands will be on your mat. Come into your forward fold here and breathe. Bring your hands to your hips and come halfway up. Make sure to take a breath here. Press through the feet and the rest of the way up. Heel toe those legs. Shake them out. All right. So we're going to go back into wide legs, this time with the toes out. We're going to let the knees bend, keep the hips soft, fold forward from those hip creases, and just move and wiggle around. So it's basically a wide-legged ragdoll. Just move in any way that feels good and necessary to you. Again, nodding the head yes and no, and coming back to yes. Come to center. Bring your hands to your hips. Come halfway up. Make sure you take a breath or two here, and then press through the legs. Slowly come the rest of the way up. You'll toe your legs together and shake things out. All right. So go ahead and everybody good? Are we good? All right. So go ahead and scan your body from head to toe. See what final movements your body might be asking for here. Look around your space, see if there's anything you want to bring with you as we head back down to the earth. And we'll meet at the top of the mat. Breath here. So we're going to do one more vinyasa to close our standing part of our practice, but you can always go just to down dog, and I'll tell you when to do that. Here we go. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. See where you go. Take a half lift. Fingertips down. Now either step back to down dog or step back to plank. And if you're in plank, chaturanga. If you're in down dog, just start to wiggle your hips around. For vinyasa, next back bend. And down dog. If you've been in down dog long enough and you just want to come to table, that's fine too. We're meeting in down dog or table. And swishing those hips side to side. Bend one knee and then the other. Come center and find seated mountain pose. Sitting up nice and tall. Let's turn the palms out. Draw some energy up from the earth. Lengthen the spine. Capture that energy and continue lengthening the spine as you bring your hands to your heart. And shake everything out. Inhale and exhale. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of folding here. So let's just start with everything soft. Melt those arms up and just melt forward. Just release forward. Roll the hands up and do that one more time. Melting forward here. And up. Okay, we're going to bring a little more intention to our folds now. So we'll sit up nice and tall in seated mountain pose with the feet flexed. The legs are about hip width distance apart, the heels are. We sit up nice and tall, arms up by the ears, keeping that spine long. Arms stay by the ears as we fold forward from the hip creases. And then when you get to your stopping point, just let your hands drop. They might wind up on your legs or on your mat. They're where they belong, right? We're not grabbing for anything here. Got a long spine. Arms back by the ears, sit up, inhale, Exhale, fingertips down. Now take your legs to a V. Inhale, arms up by the ears. Feet are flexed. Folding from those hip creases. The arms are still by the ears. Spine is long. When you get to your stopping point, drop your hands to the mat. Gaze past your fingertips. Arms back up by the ears. Sit up. Hands down. Find Baddha Konasana. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, folding forward from the hip creases. Arms by the ears, hands down. Gaze past the toes. Inhale, arms up by the ears. Lift. Hands one under each knee. Help those knees up. Extend the legs and give the legs a nice little shake here. All right, we're going to take it down now. Your spine relax onto the earth here. All right, inhale, arms and legs long. Exhale, draw the knees in. Hold on under the knees and rock from side to side, giving yourself a nice little massage here of the spine. We did a ton of back bending with all those crescent lunges, so we're going to do our spinal release. So come to center, left foot down, hold on to your right leg with both hands, and bounce that right leg, the lower leg, up and down. Extend your leg and press your leg into your hands into your leg, clearing the spine and soften. And resist, resist, resist. Leg into hands, hands into leg, and soften. All right, now just let your knee bend again. Stay right here and point and flex your right foot. And circle the other way. Let's extend arms and legs. Inhale, exhale, draw in. This time, if you can, hold on to your shins instead of under your knees. If not, just hold on under your knees. That's fine. And rock side to side again. Now come to center, right foot down, clasp both hands around the left thigh and bounce that left leg up and down. Extend your leg up and press leg into hands, hands into leg. And soften. And again, resist, 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 clearing the spine. And soften. Let the knee bend, point and flex the left foot. Circle. And circle. Other way. Now release. You've got 2 feet on the mat, knees open and closed. Bend at the elbows and work those fingers. And rotate the wrists one direction and the other. Take your hands by your side and let your head just drop right to left. Now come to center and scan your body from head to toe, looking for any final movements that your body might want to make here. Starting to find a position for final relaxation for this practice. And when you find your way to a nice, comfortable final relaxation position, scan all the parts of your body that are touching the earth and try and even everything out. Okay, we're going to do our first exhale through the mouth to just get rid of anything that's left. And then our second exhale will bring us into final relaxation. Let's take a nice deep inhale and exhale, let it out. Now inhale and gently exhale into final relaxation. Slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your space. Invite a deeper breath. Gently bring movement back to your body. Move your fingers and toes. And on your next inhale, stretch. Exhaling, draw your knees in. Give yourself a hug. And find your way over to a side. Slowly back up to a nice, easy seat. As you turn your gaze to your own good heart and your bright spirit, thank and honor yourself for your practice, and we thank and honor each other for sharing this time. Namaste.